So my most popular video gets hate views. It doesn't get support views. And it's the Catboy Kami video. And I'm unpopular, I know this. But I don't want to give up. I actually oppose racism, and it's actually important to me. And I think people like Catboy Kami make anti-racists look bad by pushing us, pouring salt in wounds and pushing us towards a reaction. And then once that reaction is registered, linking to this or that black violence, and then linking to police violence and justifying it and saying it was okay. And so they're not good people. Racists are exactly what you know them to be. Like, you know this, don't you? But they have their bubble of fear and pride and their points, and Nick Fuentes is gonna cheer you on if you make some fear entanglement with a black guy story really virulent and imaginative. They just feed off of fear and promote racism. They promote looking at black people askance and with suspicion and with fear. And it's offensive. But I don't believe in censorship. And they are being censored. So the victims are the racists because of YouTube's setup and the way that community guidelines works. Community guidelines creates speech victims. So voila, those victims then get an opportunity to make their point, and when their point is racist, then you get liberals in an impossible situation where you end up like saying things that sound like they're defending crime and they're defending violence. I don't defend violence, but when you point to violence when it's connected to blackface, I want to dismiss the violence because the argument is about racism. It's about the race of the person doing the violence. So I don't know, it's driving me mad. I'm stuck. I hate it. And I know it's unpopular. But there it is. Catboy Kami, Nick Fuentes, and this group of racists have my attention. And what are they going to do with it? Because they're not going to go away. They're going to have a presence online for the rest of their lives, I assume. I don't see why they'd stop. Onlineness is forever. And anyway, it's bad for me. All I get is hate views when I talk about Catboy Kami. And I don't like those, but it doesn't matter to me to be liked enough that I ignore my principles. And one of them is to oppose racism. It's actually a bad thing. I don't know what argument against that can possibly be legitimate, because you can't say all black people commit crimes or black people are more likely to commit crimes as a whole. You can say that they do or have committed crimes, and then you have to say that their oppression has corrupted them, and that's unfortunate. Because when a crime happens, it happens also to the person conducting the crime. It's a violence to the psyche as well when you do it, unless you're a total psychopath. And black people aren't total psychopaths. And when there's gang violence, I think there's just a social expression of violence that people go along with. It's like gang rapes. It doesn't mean that you have biastophilia where you only get off on rape. Instead, it's like you had a train of rapers and you just got in line and had sex with some girl. And it was terrible. It was the wrong thing. And you know it was the wrong thing. But anyway, I just don't know what to do about it.